Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create multiple listings in the new format. I am not a fan of the new format and I'm kind of mad at eBay for doing it, but this is what it is. We can only do so much. So first things first, you go to create multiple listings. It gives you one listing, which will throw you off. It threw me off the first time. You have to select a category. It doesn't matter. I tend to select clothing, men's, and jeans because that's my most common. I don't even know what the most common in this batch that I'm listing is. It's just you need a category. I go in and change it later on. So that's not a big deal for me. Might be for you. You go in, create the category, custom label. This is tub 76 in my storage. So my custom label is 76, so I know where it's at. I'm going to edit condition to pre-owned because most of my stuff is pre-owned. If I find something new, it's a bonus. Otherwise, it's pre-owned. And then I scroll down and I put my automatic no rips or stains in there because it has rips or stains. I'm not selling it at this point. It's not worth it for time photographing and all of the above. Then I go to the item description, and in the item description, I post what I always post in the item description, and that is, please refer to photos for condition and measurement. And I always include the photos of my measurements in there so they kind of know where I'm taking the measurements from. And I get a lot less questions when I include the photos with the measurements on them. Not just the written measurements, but actually the measuring tape in the photos. I get a lot less photos or a lot less questions with them in the photos. So that's why I always like to do that. So that's what I do with that. I do not, unfortunately, do not go through and do any of shipping stuff or any of that. So I click on the listing, I click copy, numbers of copy. My default is always 30. I don't know if I have 30 or not. Whatever I don't have, I can delete, which is easier on me. I found this format incredibly difficult to go in and do photos. So what I do is I save all of that for later, and I'll show my drafts in a minute. And then they end up in my drafts like that. And what I will do is I will click on resume draft, and I will go in and individually add pictures and do the complete thing after that. But my process is I make the multi-listing, and then I go in and I click resume draft, and I will add the pictures to it, and then I will save it again for later. It seems like a lot of steps. It's just my process, but you could resume draft and finish the whole draft if you wanted to. I just like to resume draft, add the pictures, and I even hack it a little bit more. I guess you want to call it a hack. I open multiple tabs. So I'll right click on resume draft and put open a new tab, and I'll open a bunch of tabs up and start downloading the photos in them, and then click save for later. Again, you don't have to do that. You can go through and finish the whole draft yourself. But I found going through and resuming draft easier than trying to put all the information in the multiple listing. I don't like that format. I could be very picky, I guess. I'm old school eBay. I've been listing, since the early 2000s. And I really dislike this new format, not just because of the change aspect. I don't feel like it's user friendly. The other multi-listing I felt way better about. I would go ahead and put the photos in on that. I just find this too heavy when trying to put the photos in. I've crashed it a couple times and lost the listings I did do in the multi-listing. So this is my workaround to that, where I'll just go through and hit resume draft and do it individually, which probably, if I was streamlining this as a major business, that, it would those seconds would slow me down. If I've learned anything from Hustle and Hooks or even the Side Hustle Network or whoever you follow, if I've, the seconds count, they build up. Yes, but I'm also saving my sanity, so that should count for something. And I just find it easier this way. And plus, when I do these drafts on my computer, I can go in on my mobile and I could add pictures in from my mobile that way with resuming drafts versus having to do a multiple listing. So I think this is both more mobile friendly when we go from a multi-draft perspective. I don't list from my mobile. My husband lists from his phone. I don't list from mine. He lists from his eBay app. I don't. The eBay app and we fight. We're not friends. I use it to look up prices and stuff, but I don't use it from the back end for anything. So this I just find easier. And if you're comfortable with listing on your computer with opening multiple tabs, then I really like this method for that. So thank you for watching, and I hope that's answered some questions to methods or helped some old confused eBayers like myself that are frustrated with the new format figure stuff out. So thank you for watching, and please watch my other videos.